So they say that the best camera in the world is the camera that you have in your hand at the time that you want to take a photo. So I've sold my. I had a Nikon D5 300 because it's too big. I have a. Now I bought used. I bought the Fujifilm X-T1, which is a lot smaller but still quite chunky. And in order to buy that, I sold my Sony R100. So the Fuji is not the most felt of cameras, albeit it is quite small. You can't carry it about in your pocket, not even like the Sony R100, which you could. So I got to thinking back to some phones that I'd owned in the past, and I came up with a decision to repurchase this. This is the Nokia 1020. Now, anybody who knows about this knows that it was the special thing about it was the camera. Okay, so this came with a Carl Zeiss 41 megapixel camera with a xenon flash and an LED for a 2013 smartphone, a 41 megapixel camera. So, and a great AMOLED screen, which is 4.5. Actually, I just really like it. I know I've said this before, but all the Nokias that I've had, the Lumia ones with Windows, I've really liked. There's just something about them. And even though this one is, what, 5-6 years old, I still really like the shape of it. It's really, it's nice. It's got a great screen, 1280 by 720 screen. The processor, I believe, is as a Qualcomm dual-core processor, 1.5, and 2 GB of RAM, 32 GB of internal storage, has NFC, and is this one is Windows 8.1. Now this one doesn't get an update, or doesn't get an easy update to the Windows 10 mobile, but it is, you can do it. I'm just too lazy to do it, and I don't really need to do it, to be honest with you. So yeah, getting back to the camera, this was the reason that I purchased it. I was just thinking about using it for traveling, also using it for making some video, because also it has optical image stabilization, and it has some kind of like gimbal, I think it's some ball bearing system inside for stabilization, so it is not bad at all. And I might be able to show you. Hold on, what did I film yesterday? Let me see. Camera. Now these obviously can be bought new. They've held their second. They hold their second-hand prices. My kid. They hold their second-hand prices. Not bad actually. This one I got from the UK, and I think I paid the price of 62 pounds, but it was locked to Vodafone, which I had to pay, I think, £3 to get an unlock code, which, you know, I got from eBay. You just send the IMEI number, and then they will send you an unlock code, and you just put in your SIM and put in the number. Bang! It providing there's no problems with the phone, i.e. it's not knocked off, then you should have no problem. So you know, pretty decent price for me. The screen was perfect, not a mark on it, and because of the massive bump for the camera here, it does tend to get more marks on it, but it's not a big deal at all. The lens was clear, everything was fine, so you know, pretty decent. Let me, I just was taking some photos of flowers, and I'll try and show you without the shiny light above me. The camera just takes really nice photos of colors, and they look good on the AMOLED screen as well. I will show you that in a minute. Some nice flowers. I know it's difficult to really get an idea, but I mean, this is as good as any. Look, of course, it's all down to personal preference and it's subjective, but this is as good as a lot of like these micro four thirds cameras, I would say, and it's a lot cheaper and smaller, and most people would be very, very happy with this as a primary camera. So I took some vid. Let's see how it goes. Now I was walking here. I just wanted to, it's the OIS is not bad, compared to some others. I wasn't walking particularly fast, but it was not bad at all. And just showing you the colors there. So uh, it's really, pretty. I mean, all round it's pretty good. And added on top of that is, of course, it's a phone. So you can download pretty much your favorite apps. Again, we'll talk very quickly about why Microsoft could never make Windows Mobile a success. It's beyond belief. It's a pretty decent operating system. All they failed at was getting app makers to develop apps for them. So I just, I mean, it's just beyond belief. Again, it's mystifying. So maybe there's something suspicious. But again, there is a number of apps. There's some third-party apps, so the bigger ones that are not available. Plus, like I was saying with the other Nokia that I was reviewing, you can use the mobile website version of Instagram, Facebook, etc., and you can pin it to the start. So really, it's not such a big deal, especially if you think this is not your going to be your main phone. Obviously, you're just maybe using this for traveling because you want to take it for for the photos, etc. So really, I don't really see much of a problem with this. It might seem that the spec is a bit slow, and of course you read the reviews and the camera can be a bit slow here and there, but ultimately it's about the pictures. So okay, I'll deal with a bit of lag, just if I can get a really good picture or a really good video. What else? There was something else that I wanted to see. Yeah, so the spec with a dual core processor and the 2 GB of RAM may seem like it's low, but with Windows it works really well. Just having a cup of coffee. So really, this is as fast as, and I've had the Lumia. What's that? The Lumia 950, which was like the last Microsoft Lumia, and I don't notice any. Who's that handsome guy? No, it's me. I don't notice any. There's no lag at all. So there is a trick to get it up to Windows 10 if you so desire, but I'm just really lazy to do it because it does involve just some downloading some programs and using your PC, etc. So I'm kind of loath to do it, but for those who need Windows 10, then it can be done. I don't think you need it, especially if you're buying this as the secondary part of it really is the phone. You're buying it as a travel camera. Now, it does come with, it doesn't come with it. You can buy it as an extra, and this is here. Now, I got this for $24. It came from the US, and this is the, this becomes a camera grip plus a bit of an extra battery, and you control the camera with this button here at the top. It does make life really easy. Okay, it might seem a bit bulky, but you get a bit of extra battery, and it does make your life easier with holding it, because with this Nokia polycarbonate plastic, it's very slippery. So if you're on a vacation, then I would advise getting this. It'll make your life a lot easier. And if you look around, really you can find this at a decent price, and don't pay too much more than $30–40 if you can't find. This was new. I'm not sure. I think how I got it at that price, I don't know. But it was from eBay in America. So the camera grip is really worth it. And it also has here, you can see the for your tripod. So really, really, really cool, and I like it. So what else can I tell you about it? The screen, even though this is a 720 screen, I mean Nokia with this clear black technology, whatever it is they use, their AMOLED screens are really good. So I mean it's very sharp, even though it's only 720. Most people, it's just a brilliant screen. And same with the one that I'm actually filming this review on, which is the Nokia 930. It's got a brilliant screen as well. So you know, don't discount these, even though they're old. They're still got some. You can repurpose them as a travel camera, and I really don't think you'd be disappointed. Now, people say, well, okay, it's only got 32 GB of internal memory. Yeah, well, okay, that it does. It would be nice to have an SD card, but it's easy enough to transfer stuff. So I don't think it's a massive problem at all. It's just a really decent all-round travel piece of kit, and if you can get it for that price that I paid, although I didn't see any. I did look actually, because I had a bit of trouble with this one from eBay. The guy took ages to send it, and eventually I thought he hadn't sent it, so I had to, open up a case. They refunded me, and the day they refunded me, the thing came. So he never even replied to the emails. If he had replied to his email saying he had sent it, I would never have opened up the case. Anyway, it took a while to come. I was lucky to get it at this price. I didn't see any more, but you just have to keep an eye out, and you would probably easily find it for around about that price. It's probably starting about £75, $75, that kind of thing. Although in America it seemed to always be about $100 or above, the ones that I've seen. So now that I have the 1020 and the 930, I am tempted to get the 920 and the 1520, because I fancy having the collection, but I don't have any money now, so, and my wife don't give me any pocket money. That might have to wait. I may have to sell this one that I'm filming on, but we'll see. Anything else I can tell you about this? No. That's about it. I just really wanted to share this. This is still a nearly 6-year-old phone with a camera, really still very, very decent. So think about it, and the usual. Anybody have any comments, any questions, whatever, I will do my best to answer them. So that's that, the Nokia 1020. Okay, bye.